hold on and hold out. What they say, trouble don't last always, for joy comes in the morning. Golly, and I'm hearing, hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Everything is gonna be alright. Alright, y'all. In a slightly different location. Still, again, excuse the noise if you hear it background, because I am still chilling outside. I just had to come re-energize. Get some food inside my belly. Hopefully we can do this without me having to use the headphones, but if not, then we'll put them in. I do feel like I need to clear my energy again. Let's start with the crystal mandala this time. I'm putting that love, I'm burning the, what is it? The love, yellow rose is what it is. It's smelling a little different today. Maybe it's just the one. Y'all know how it be when you get, like, even though it's the same pack, different sticks smell differently. Or even the same stick, as it burns, it kind of, I guess, you know, where the scent, where the stick is more saturated with whatever fragrance it is, it'll burn, it smell a little differently than at other pieces where it's not so saturated or whatever. That's what it's kind of doing. Because, like, sometimes I can smell the rose stronger, and then other times I'm like, ugh, I don't know what they smell like. Because I haven't been burning these. I got a lot of them left because I really didn't like it. Yeah, I don't know. And then I don't know if it's because I'm outside, you know what I'm saying, and it's mixing with, you know, other scents outside, and then in the house, or depending on where you are or whatever, it may smell a little differently or a little stronger or whatever. Thank you, Spirit. So first out we have, meaningful sacrifice and support. I hope you can see these. I know it's a little, I'm in a little more shaded area right now, so. But we got Ascended Master Jesus and Rosaphia, and then Archon, what is that, Barbello, and Picture Jasper. So yeah, Jasper is definitely great for support and groundedness as well, healing. Not too familiar with Rosaphia. I'm gonna have to look that up, honestly. But with this 23 being a 5, this is all about transformation, change. So Jesus will definitely help you with that. And then this is nearing the end or completing a cycle with the 9. Interesting they came out together. I'm gonna leave them as such as well. And we'll see what the message is regarding that. In one of the previous readings we got religion and spirituality and then volunteers. So maybe this is a continuation of that, you know, with that meaningful sacrifice. Like, you are supported. So just go in here and move. Put in the work. And then we have Master number 44. Goddess Bastet, excuse me. Bastet and Cat's Eye. Love Cat's Eye. This is it says sacred pleasure, but I see this as also sacred pleasure and that sacred connection. Because to me, this is like that Kundalini energy, you know, through and through. So, and then with the colors around it, I don't know if it's even showing up on camera, but it's like the darker, you know, the lower, the representative of the lower 3 chakra systems, the root, the sacral, and then the solar plexus. It's beautiful. And then obviously these are the crystal monoliths, but I'm just loving that. I used to draw that all the time. My flowers like that, the petals, I used to draw that all the time, and never really, I don't know why. I mean, I was just naturally drawn to that as a child. That's interesting. Not to mention that all those 8s in this card, and my life path number is an 8. You may have that same number. Like I said, I saw 5 and 9 here that stood out to me, and then, I mean, even at the bottom we got 3s and 4s. So one more spirit, let's see. This one wants to come out. Relief and repair. Look at that. This is definitely the lower chakra. This is the root with all that red. It looks like ruby. Crimson. That's exactly, yeah. Before I could even look at it, that's exactly what the color that it is. Crimson red. Ascended Master Mataji and Cuprite. I'm not familiar with this stone or crystal either, so, but it's another 9, so double confirmation with those 9s. And I definitely see this as like staying grounded, healing, just with earth energy, you know. That's another way to get grounded. It's definitely connected to that root chakra. I'm seeing this support as protection as well. And then, oh, beautiful. Bottom of the deck we have Metatron and the clear quartz. You have the power. You are definitely supported. So play in that sacred. Have fun with that connection and let your spirit soar. I love this Untamed. I have a post on Instagram about that too, but it's like, once you, like I said with this, the Kundalini rising, that's like you definitely are, it's a master number, 44, right? So it's like you're definitely connected and aligned, mind, body, and spirit, and so set your soul free. That's what that's all about. And then I always see, even here in the mandala, it's like the 3 crescent moons, you know, mind, body, spirit, representative of that. Look, definitely, it's your time to shine. That's citrine. This came out in the earlier reading. Take advantage. And then her eye ever open. Interestingly enough, with the cat's eye. And even with cats, you know, they're intuitive creatures, right? So rely on your intuition. This is Goddess Terra in the Tibetan quartz, number 37, so it's a 10. So in these we have 1, 3. Oh, I didn't even mention, I forgot about this one, master number 33. 3 is definitely coming out strong. And then 37, which is a 10. So I think I want to use the Goddess Tarot that's calling to me. So let's see what this is about. What messages they have for us. Meaningful sacrifice and support. I use it when you shoot out. We have the King and the Princess of Cups. So it's interesting that they came out this way, because some of you may have a young love interest that's coming towards you. This is definitely water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You and or both of you can be one of those signs. Somebody may be making a sacrifice to even come to you, or you them. You know, the energy can be flipped around. But you're being supported. I want to see what this is. And it doesn't have to be a person, y'all. It can just be an opportunity too that you love. So don't get wrapped up in a particular, because you can have a relationship with anything. Let me see what this is. Okay, and this one must look like it's trying to come out too. So we got quite a few. Let's see. We got the 6 of Staves or Wands. The 9, which this is Major Arcana. It's contemplation in this deck. But I feel this. You know, this is like the Hermit energy. So we got the 6 of Staves or Wands. Beautiful. The Sun. We got the 8 of Cups. And then we have the 10 of Swords. So off the rip, I see this as walking away from ending a little more difficult cycle. Swords are about that mental body, right? It definitely has to do with communication. So, you know, you may have had some difficulty with that, you and or whoever this is coming towards you. Like I said, the energies can be reversed, but somebody is not anymore, because this is ending, right? You're walking away from this, which this is no longer serving you anyway. So you're kind of healing and moving out of that energy and going to a more stable opportunity, because after the 8 of Cups comes the 9 of Cups, which is all about that wish fulfillment, right? Being contented, your heart's content. And I feel that strongly because, like, some of you have even thought long and hard about this. You've had to take some time out, you know, to go within, sit with yourself and think about it. Or the advice is to do so. But you're going to have victory in this situation because look how beautiful these two are. This is all about victory, you know, being in the spotlight, being seen, being recognized. Somebody sees you. This opportunity will be victorious, so go for it. This is regrowth, rebirth, regeneration. Like I said, this is ending, and this is beautiful because anytime you have the sun in any reading, that's just like all, you know, all bets are off the table. Like it's all good in the hood. Somebody knows that you're going to need time to think this over, whatever this opportunity is, whatever this cup is. But it's going to be something that's definitely full of emotions for you. But it's supported. You're supported. Somebody's fought long and hard for this. So let's see what this sacred pleasure is. Have fun with it. Follow your heart from here. Because it's supposed to be fun. That's how you manifest, right? Ooh. We got temptation. What is this? And this is that devil energy. Let's see what this is about. This is temptation here. Some of you may be someone or something from your past, but it's changed, right? It's like the difficult part of it is done, and like maybe you had negative thoughts about it, self-sabotaging thoughts about it in the past, but that's over and done with. Because remember, we got a rebirth, a regeneration, renewal in the sun. So something has changed. Excuse me. The dynamics have changed. Yeah, because, you know, it probably was a little toxic, or there may have been some codependency I'm hearing. Something that wasn't balanced, right? But now, because look, here again, we got the 3 of Wands or staves, the 10 of staves, and then the Princess of staves. This is all action. This is all, and I always say, actions speak louder than words, baby. So somebody has put in that work, and they're laying those burdens down. You see the sun is coming up in here? That's gorgeous. It may have been a long time coming, and you may have been waiting for so long for this change, but I'm telling you, something's different about it. And the reason I say, and I feel like it's something, or could be potentially something from your past, is because of how these two aspect one another and how they came out. It's like, you know, she's behind him, and this is the newness that I feel is coming in, or young love, let me put it like that. But even still, when you have the prince and the princess coming after the 10, it's like you've gone through some shit. I say that all the time. To get from the 1 to the 10, you got to go through some things. And this comes after that cycle. We already got 2 completions of a cycle. Some kind of burdensome, you know, likely self-sabotaging cycle because of these two tens here. And we have, interestingly enough, we have two princesses. So I feel like, I don't know, like this is you. Like you've renewed your self-love. You put in the work to do so. And now you're full of passion and desire. Fire. Like this is all fire energy. This definitely can have to do with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sag. But, yeah. And because you've changed, that's where this opportunity, this cup, this newness that's coming towards you is coming from. I mean, this could definitely be you as well, like I said, because you've grown emotionally. Like this is all about emotional stability, knowing what it is. So no longer will you be in that, because maybe before you were in that kind of low vibrational, toxic, codependent, you know, not valuing yourself type of energy. But now you're changed. So no longer will you be tempted by this. Now you're ready to play. I told you, you're ready for those. You've been waiting a long time for this. So they're telling you to go for it. Go for it. This is movement. Action. But now that you know better, you know what I'm saying? Now that you know what codependency looks like, what toxicity looks like, what addictions look like, or, you know, your triggers or whatever, just be careful with it. Like, don't go back there. You know what to say no to. You know what serves you and what doesn't, because you've walked away from that. Yeah, so let's see this relief and repair, and I strongly already feel that that's you healing or need to do some root chakra work to heal, to stay grounded. That's what I'm getting to balance yourself. Yeah, this is done though. This has happened, because we got justice and another 10. And this is balance. Didn't I say that before? Could potentially, you could be a Libra, or this, you know, offer, opportunity, or the sacrifice that's needing to be made maybe have to do with a Libra and or an earth sign. Pretty much got all the signs out on the table. So, but anyway, this is stability, you know, grounded. You're set. This has to do with family too. You know, it could potentially have to do with family, like a possible inheritance. So maybe the you're going through or have been through some type of court issue, court battle, but you're being rewarded. It's being repaired, whatever it is. You're going to get that relief financially, I'm hearing. For sure. With the pentacles on the table, and it's the 10. That's like one of the best ones. Because look, yep, the overall for all of this is working together with something, with somebody, even if it's just spirit. Collabing, coming together, maybe even with the family, Let's see. We have the moon underneath that. Definitely can be double confirmation that you may be dealing with, or that you are a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, honestly. I'm always fascinated with this particular moon card because I don't know if it even shows up where you can see it, but you got the two deer in the kind of hiding behind the trees, and then I don't know if you see them all, but they're like four wolves, and it seems like Diana is fighting off the wolf. Like, I honestly can't tell if they don't look like they're being aggressive, but it's like, still I get the feeling that something may not be apparent to you yet, because these don't look aggressive like they're trying to go after the deer necessarily. But then earlier when I did a reading for myself, I kind of saw that, as with everything else that it was with, as, you know, somebody may be trying to be a little sneaky. But I feel like, because with this coming out, look what we have, and this is beautiful. We have, so originally we had the Three of Pentacles, and then we have Diana, the moon, the Nine of Cups, and then I say you're going from the Eight of Cups here to the Nine of Cups, so your wish fulfillment, and then we have the Empress. It's fertility in this deck, but it's still the Empress. So this is beautiful energy. I'm feeling this as relying on your intuition, and going with what you feel your heart desires in order to attract and manifest, because Empress gets everything she wants, right? She just sits back and collects pretty much. So it's like you're going to get all that you want and then some, as long as you, like I said, rely on your intuition and stay in that high vibration of love and light. Oops. And look, that came out right there, right where it needed to be, over sacred pleasure. Because when you're vibrating high and happy and full of that love energy, you know, you put your emotions into it and set your intentions, that's what you get. You see that rainbow? And I honestly have never paid attention to this before until now, but you see she got the sun, I mean, not the sun, but speaking of the sun, she got the moon and the stars there. That's all about wish fulfillment. And then, not to mention, we got the sun and the moon. I'm blocking it actually, but that's beautiful. So I don't think this is anything hidden anymore, because we got the sun on the table, right? I strongly feel this, like I said, is following the moon in this particular instance is about your intuition, following your intuition, and going after your truth, because that's what was left. Yet another princess. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female, it's just the energy, you know, in touch with that divine feminine essence, which makes sense because we have the anytime you have the Empress, that's all about your divine femininity. Right. So I believe I want to finish off with the butterfly for life changes. Just giving advice for each pile. Okay. And honestly, this one is wanting to come out too. Yeah, I think I saw that at the bottom of the deck, which is interesting. So we have heavenly signs. Pay attention to them sentimental feelings. I knew that up front with all this cup energy that came out. And for sure, we got new exercise program, and I take this as just about, they're telling you to get that movement, because when you are getting exercise, you're vibrating high, right? You clear out that negativity. You don't allow yourself to succumb to these temptations when you do that, right? You can clear your mind better, and then, like I said, you can't help but to be in that high vibrational energy, so you're going to naturally attract and manifest what it is that you're looking for. And this is what it is, right? That windfall, like I said, some of y'all are coming into something big, something real big, which is excellent, beautiful to see. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then at the bottom of so some of you, this may have to do with your adult children, if you have them. Even if you don't, you may be dealing with somebody who is an adult but acts like a child. You may be that one. I don't know. I also see this, though, as, especially when I see this, as even if you are an adult, you know, like, don't forget about your inner child, right? Be open to play and have fun. Be carefree. Don't be so rigid. Some of you may be going through a loss. If you are, my condolences. Like, especially if it's a like physical, somebody transition on, because that is calling to me with this relief and repair. You know, it's kind of like you may need, it may have knocked you really for, like, off your rocker, you know what I mean? Like, really throwing you for a loop, especially if you're really close to this person. And like I said, my condolences. I'm only relaying the message, and I do apologize, but, you know, especially with all this COVID crap, and I'm not trying to downplay it, I'm just saying people are losing their lives, and I get it, but there's definitely confirmation and synchronization with that crimson and black. But, you know, it may be, especially since we got Pentacles on the table, you know, you may have had to take a hard hit, even with financially, with losing your job. And that may have been, like I said, really threw you off your rocker, you know what I mean? Shit, because that's just as hard as losing a person, you know, for some. Because that may be all you have or had. But you'll understand why soon enough, when you see the bigger picture. Yeah, it may hurt while you're going through it, but you'll see why it had to happen. It's all for the greater good, believe it or not. I know it hurts and sucks going through it, but I promise you it's all for the better. Just try to change your mindset, right? Don't think so negative about whatever this situation is, because it will all work out for you. Look what you have at the end. And I know money can't always make everything better, but, you know, you got blessings on the table, though. And it will be even greater in the end. Look at that. Just, golly. Our show was just at the tip of my tongue, and I cannot make this up, but that's really what you gotta do. Hold on and hold out. What they say, trouble don't last always, for joy comes in the morning. Golly, and I'm hearing, hold on just a little while longer. Hold on just a little while longer. Everything is gonna be alright. Excuse me, I'm all snotty and everything, but you know, I still be trying to sing. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That's it. Let's see what the animal. Let me see. Let me see what our animal messages has to say. Just being called to pull one for each stack for these. I just love these. These are. They be coming with the real and right on time too. And since I'm out in nature, what better ending than to leave off with our animals? We got our beautiful butterflies on the table, so let's see what other animals pop out. And as I say that, I see a cardinal, and that's for somebody, especially if you recently had a loved one transition. That's definitely love. I have two that live right here in our backyard, and I know that every time that's them coming to say, hey, let us know, you know, they thinking about us, like everything is all right, especially when you feeling down and out and need that little boost of love. Let's see what we got. So the first one that flips, beautiful, is the spider. And this says, travel will open up new possibilities in one special connection. And I know that, you know, it's kind of hard. Oh, we got several that came out. I only thought it was 3. But anyways, I know that it's kind of hard, you know, to travel right now with everything that's going on. But even if you just go for a drive, you know, and get out in nature, you never know who you might come up against. And this could be just a spiritual connection, you know what I mean? Like I said, a pass on loved one, or even a spirit animal, you know, spirit guide. So it doesn't have to be a physical, like a person in 3D. So pay attention. Like, it's not a coincidence that this one is the first one that I went to, and that's going to come over this particular pile. So they use all kind of stuff, not just people. So pay attention to the animals and things that you see. And then we have the cheetah. It says, a decision once made will be followed by unwavering action. And this is all about, this is like you've already made that decision. So now you're planning, you know, you're moving forward. You've already made your plan, and you're moving on. So you're laying those burdens down and waiting for that sun to come up right here, right? Packing your life, you're laying them burdens down, and you're moving on passionately. So now that decision is being made, it's followed by action. Lights, camera, action. And then we have the bear. Nurture creativity and return to the sweetness of life. That's that sacred pleasure. You hear the birds talking to you. Again, it says nurture creativity and return to the sweetness of life. That sacred pleasure. And then we have the elephant. It says you gain the love and wisdom that is passed from one generation. You gain the love and wisdom that is passed from one generation to the next. So this definitely may have to do with a spiritual connection from a passed down loved one. They're looking out for you, though. Just get grounded and connect to them. They're bringing you the abundance that you so seek. That's beautiful. That justice that you have on the table, that's all them. And then we have The orangutan, it says, working to live joyously, not living to work. Working to live joyously, not living to work. Yeah, don't work so hard, y'all. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I love that meme that says, I don't know exactly the wording, but it's basically like, I know it's not a job when I love what I do. Like, you know, basically like, even though it's still work, it's not even looked at as work. It's fun, you know? And that's how it should be with anything that you do. And then finally we have the owl. I love it. Seek out deeper knowledge to see through deception. And that's why I said, that's even kind of reiterating that moon, because the moon can be talking about your intuition as well as talking about something possibly hidden from you. I didn't really see it as that, but it still may be. You know, like I said, at first, you know, you may not be seeing something clearly, but it says dig deeper, you know. Seek out deeper knowledge to see through deception. So something that, you know, and even if, because the temptation can be talking about that deception. If you're ever unclear, take a minute, take a time out. Go into this type of energy. Dig deep within you. Connect to your higher self, right? And figure it out. Allow yourself to see clearly. Remember, this is getting out of that sabotaging energy. And this could be, you know, people lying to you. You lying to yourself, right? Wanting to see something that's not there, or not seeing something that's clearly there, you know? Whatever the case may be for you. When you go in this hermit-like energy and really dig deep, look beyond the deception, connect to your higher self, because that's all about wisdom. Then you can truly see what it is if you are missing anything. I love it. I love it. That's it. That's all, y'all. And whatever decision you make, you are supported. Don't forget that. Stay in that high vibrational energy. And just be patient and watch this fall. Watch this just fall right in your lap. It's going to be unexpected for sure. I mean, yeah, you know it's coming, but you're not going to know when. Exactly, you know. So, numerology, just to recap, because I didn't quite touch on it in the tarot, but I do see we already had 3 tens on the table. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and 10 of Pentacles. So that definitely is a number. That's 111 all day. We got 6, 3. We got actually 2 3s, because the sun is even though it's actually, the sun is I see this 2 ways, because it's 19, which is technically a 20, which is a 2. All about balance, but at the same time I was just looking at the Roman numerals themselves. So we have 2 tens, which can be a 3, you know, and then we have 9, so another triple confirmation. I think 999 is on the table. The devil energy is 15, which is a 6. The justice is an 8 in this particular deck. So we got 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. All kind of 8s on the table, which is beautiful. Yeah. And then we have the 5 with the 23, Ascended Master Jesus. And then, yeah, the 44, which is an 8. So, yeah. Alright. Oh, and the 8 of Cups. So I did say that 8, 8, 8, 8, right? 8, 8. I can't even count. Y'all know what it is. Just know that a lot of 8s is on the table, okay? Alright. And that is all I have. If this resonates with you, please do not hesitate to leave your comments and testimonies down below. As always, don't forget to spread love and light, and everything will be alright. Until next time, y'all continue to stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. Share this with another if this definitely resonates or you feel like it could help someone else. And as I'm saying that, I'm watching a black cat roam my backyard. It's so funny. That cat's eye. That they're very intuitive, by the way. It's crazy. I used to fear them. Wanting to know we're connected in so many ways. But anyway, that's enough yapping. I gotta go. Peace.